on the other end of the spectrum, I've been watching Kia Boyz content, and most recently Andrew Callaghan from Channel 5 News on YouTube. Shout out to him, just doing the Lord's work. His channel's exploding, just doing so well. Did like a 40-minute thing about the Kia Boyz.
Guy?
Used to be, now he's obviously doing his own thing, killing it. He did a thing on the Kia Boyz, and so I can't remember what shithole city he went to, but one of them. And he's wearing a fucking ski mask in a car, stealing cars with the Kia Boyz. He makes the best YouTube videos. He's like, I kind of feel bad about it. But they're
only kinda like stealing cars.
He's like we're like 20 minutes into a 40-minute video or something. He's like, it's at this point when I realize these guys are all underage. Like, he's riding around stealing cars with children, and by that point, by the end, they take him to their hangout, which is an old building they sit on the top of like little kids would, and they sit up there and talk about like, what do you think about your dad? If he came back around, would you want to talk to him? And they're like, hell no, he wouldn't have from me. And it's like, these are like 14-year-old kids stealing Kias. And what they do to her, you may not know. So here's what the Kia Boyz do and why there are Kia Boyz and why it's a whole like Instagram fucking TikTok sensation. Kias and Hyundais are so fucking shitty that you can go in there like in the movies and with your bare hands if you're a strong man, but usually with a screwdriver or something, you can pop that plastic away from the column on the steering wheel, and then you just take like a USB, like the part that goes into not your device but the other end. You stick that in the ignition and you fucking go. Like that's it.
Huge oversight.
Like in the movies, they at least get the wires out and start sparking. Come on, twist them together. Like none of that's necessary. They just fucking pop that USB in where the key should go, because now they got the plastic shit off, I guess, and they start that shit up. And so the business model is you're going to sell them to someone who's going to do a bigger crime. So it's mostly kids doing it. So they get maybe $100 a car, if that, risking jail time, but they're underage, so it's juvie and shit, but risking their lives too. They don't steal the car like they're a fucking driver with fucking leather gloves pulling off a heist carefully, like Mr. Wolf from fucking Pulp Fiction. Don't think that. They take the wheel and jerk it left, right as hard as they can, and they massacre their way down like streets having fun, full of people all hanging out the windows like Saudis, like trashing the cars, running over shit, and then they rob the car too and sell anything that's in it. Then they sell it to a real like actual criminal, like gonna do a drive-by,
right? Because the Grand Theft Auto people are make-believe criminals.
Yeah,
they are
not real criminals.
Well,
they're causing huge problems people they're for selling normal people. They're just causing problems for those millionaires who own all their Kias. Not everyday workaday folk.
Well, what I'm saying is that it's murderers and like armed robbers that they're providing cars for, like getaway cars, because they want to do their thing in an anonymous-ish car, then like drive away to their real car and get, you know what I mean? You can imagine how this is going down. But it was wild to see how brazen and just not give a fuck they are about
what country.
Our cops
the United States of America.
I think this was huge in Chicago.
Everywhere.
Like,
it started. I think it started in maybe Milwaukee or something. I can't remember where. But it's huge on social media. There's even Kia girls. The Kia girls like shake that ass while they steal a car. You want to check out the Kia girls app? The past
are they also 14? Because I'm nervous.
Are the police just
they are.
So the police just ignore this seemingly? Like
they do the best they can, but like, what are you going to do when there's
they could do better if they're like making YouTube shorts of them like
they wear masks. They wear masks.
They call it Jixer, bra.
And they don't drive around and they go out on a joyride and then either sell their shit or crash the shit.
Ed, did you see the Jixer Bra story? I'm sorry to pivot on the topic, but no, you didn't. Okay, Jixer Bra is a motorcycle YouTuber.
Okay.
And his sort of genre is zipping around at deadly speeds. Speed.
The old Ghost Rider thing.
Yes, yeah. He went from I forget where, Texas to Colorado Springs, and he averaged like 120 miles an hour or something just outrageous. And by the way, a lot of it is lane splitting. He lane splits at 160. It's I ride a motorcycle a lot, and he makes me nervous, and not many do that. And Anyway, they figured out who he was and tracked him down, and he got in big trouble, and now he rides a much slower bike.
Oh, sure. Yeah. There was a Corvette guy doing that recently that was like baiting people into chasing him. It was like stolen Z06 guy.
Yeah.
And they found him in weeks. I mean, he was every night he was going out with a 360 cam mounted off the back of his C7 Z06 and just
he's got a blackout switch. He's the cop throws on the lights, and all of a sudden the Corvette goes black, and it is black. All the lights go out, and then he's just like dropped the hammer on that bitch because it's just where'd it go? It kind of disappears because it's nighttime. At like as soon as those headlights aren't on it anymore, with no taillights, it's like, and the cops driving past exits, and it's like, how you know he get off on that one? How you know he get off on that one? Maybe he's 8 miles ahead. Maybe you don't fucking know. He's so goddamn fast. I like that shit. I've seen multiple YouTubers who like make it their deal, and often they'll try to Robin Hood it. So they'll do it when they see somebody else get pulled over. They'll be like, leave him alone. He's small fish. They fucking like drop the hammer and like do 120 past the cop that's trying to pull over some like lane splitter or whatever. I love that shit.
I saw the Jigsaw video. He's riding around, I don't know, Mach 1, and he encounters a policeman chasing a motorcycle. So he goes in front of the policeman and slows down and becomes the policeman's target instead. and he rescues the other motorcyclist, zips off. And now Jigsaw is the primary target. He like flips off the cop, zips around, goes off the exit, does a quick U-turn in a way that a car would struggle with because he used the sidewalk to avoid traffic. And then he jams on the gas. He's going from 10 to 180 in a way that most cars can't. And the story just kind of ends. Red Bull he saved the other motorcycle from being chased by the police.
You see the video of Red Bull like getting all their toys out and having the drag race? A bike ride.
Yeah, all their toys included like an F-16 or something like that.
Right. Yeah, and probably some sort of electric like supercar type thing too. But
they had an F1 car. I don't know if it was the current one, but it was a Red Bull F1 car, which if you don't follow F1 is the top F1 car.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And the motorcycle was first at that distance anyway. We all know that like the cars are faster if you just as a little bit of time sometimes where the bike has it.
Yep, exactly. Well,